guys, it's Ashton again, and today we will be reviewing the newest episode of Assassination Classroom, episode 9. So, this episode was pretty, interesting. We got to see a lot of things happen, new characters introduced, I guess you could say. So, what happened, around the beginning of the episode was, I believe they were choosing, their career, not, choosing, but, having, some sort of idea of what they were gonna be when they grow up. And Nagisa, I kind of assumed that he wanted to be an assassin, because if you actually think about it, I don't really think there's any job that actually suits him. But he could work for he could do Kurasuma's, Mr. Kurasuma's work. But I mean, other than that, if you actually think about it, he wouldn't really fit a lot of careers. It's just the way he acts and the way he is in general. I can't see him being like what the girl put down, a nurse and stuff. I can't see him be like that and stuff. So it was pretty obvious he wanted to be an assassin. And then he told Kuro Sensei, and then Kuro Sensei is well, you have to well, he did have a reason why he wanted to be an assassin, but he was saying you should think about it. You should take the time to think about the consequences of becoming one, and how it will affect your future and stuff. And if you still want to be an assassin, then he'll support you. That's that's why I like Kuro Sensei, because he'll actually listen to people, and he won't judge them for the way they think, unless it's stupid. But I mean, he really acts I feel he's basically what's his name, Nagisa's father in a way. He acts like a father to him, which is really nice to see. And then we met Nagisa's mom. I just have to say, she's really something else. Just saying, cause I thought she was a nice woman, and then if you look at her, she seems no, not necessarily, because around the beginning of the episode, she saw his grades, so I thought she was gonna slap him across the face or something. But she was saying if you give the school some money, and you beg them and stuff, you can get up to at least a D class. So I'm gonna do that for you, and you're gonna leave the E class, class E. And I'm what? Why? You can't just force him to be like that, because that's really I really don't like parents who are like that. And then Nagisa was obviously no, I want to stay there and stuff. Then she just grabbed his head and started slamming it against the table. That was scary. Oh my god, her face and the animation for that, it was I liked it, the animation, but I mean what actually happened I didn't like at the same time. So Jesus, I hate the way she acts towards him, because she's always saying oh, I wish I had a girl. She would have long hair, she would dress nicely, she would go to this certain school, she would be this successful in life, I'll get all the money, stuff how can you say that to somebody? Nagisa obviously didn't decide the gender he wanted to be. It was just random. It just came up like that. So it's not necessarily his fault, so don't take it out on him. And oh my god, the way she acts towards him, it's she has all these dresses planned out for him. She's forcing him to be a girl. And I feel if Nagisa let her treat her that way, she would make him go to that college and dress as a woman just for her, because she wants to do all she wants basically Nagisa to do all of the things that she never accomplished. Well, I understand that concept, but the way she's taking it is really twisted, and I hate that for most parents. So to see something like that is disgusting. So she the next day, I believe she went to meet Kuro Sensei, but apparently Mr. Kurasuma is listed as the teacher who teaches them, so he had to dress up as him. Just saying, that was horrible, the way he looked. And where was Mr. Kurasuma? They said he was on a business trip, but really, where is he? So anyways, what's his name? Kuro Sensei was talking to Nagisa's mom, and they were discussing how like Nagisa's mom believed that should switch out of the E class because she's practically saying that he is not good enough for all these people. And then Kurasuma like told that lady like what's up and stuff, and then she just had like she was screaming like I swear like the whole place was having an earthquake. Like the way you saw the kids, they were like scared. Like I honestly thought there was an earthquake happening by the time she was screaming. Like Jesus, she doesn't listen to. She's very disrespectful, very disrespectful. Like Kurasuma, I really believe that like Kuro Sensei, like if I take this like say that I'm like a person who doesn't know anything, like I'm just a bystander just watching this interview and I don't know anything about Nagisa, and like just taking it like that, even if you don't know anything about him, you still would side with Kuro Sensei and not the mother. Like look how disrespectful she was acting towards the teacher, yelling at him, saying that you shouldn't be able to decide like the students should be able to decide what they want to be when they grow up. Not they shouldn't be able to be forced like what to do. Well, I understand like they should be forced. Like there are regulations. Like you shouldn't go out and then start driving a car and kill yourself. Like there should be like some rules. That's why children have rules. And then when they get older, they start to like have less and less. And then they have to start following the law and stuff. So like that mom is really just. And then like. She legit like when they came home for dinner or something. She put like medication in his food to make him go to sleep. Like who does that? Who does that to their own child? He could have died, but like who does that? That's disgusting. And then she was gonna burn the whole school, like not the school, but like the E class place where they like. Oh my God, who does that? But then that assassin guy came. And he was apparently gonna kill Kuro Sensei because apparently Kuro Sensei is there on Wednesdays watching TV or something. And then Nagisa showed off his cool ass moves with his mom, which was like amazing. Like I forgot what he did. I don't know. I couldn't even see it that well. I don't know if he like clapped his hands or something or he used like a taser. Like it was pretty cool. And then the mom's like, "What the F?" Like she didn't even know what was happening. Like oh my God. And then like Kuro Sensei came out and then like he's like, oh, she fainted because she actually relaxed her nerves. Like really, like oh my God. But like the mom is saying like you should be grateful, like to like she's talking to like Nagisa like before like she fainted and stuff. She was saying like, oh why you because of this place you've been disobeying me. Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? I'm the one who raised you. I was the one who created you. Well, she didn't really create him necessarily because if it wasn't for the father, not most of him wouldn't be created. So just saying. And also like she's always saying that like I always have to prepare food for you, and while I'm tired, like you didn't have to, but you decided to. So he's not forcing you. You could literally just put a bunch of money on the table and he could go buy food on his own. You didn't have to do that. And she's still like constantly bashing at him, threatening him. She's being very like abusive and stuff. But like during the end, we could see that like she calmed her nerves down, and then like Nagisa's being a good boy. He's like making his mother breakfast and stuff. She doesn't deserve it, like the way she treats him. Like he makes her breakfast and like takes out the garbage, all that stuff, and then he's like that's like in return for letting him stay in the E class, and she says yes, and she doesn't care anymore. So like that was other than that, like that was the end of the episode. Like but overall that episode was pretty good. Like that mom is just like I felt like it was a really good life lesson because like it shows that like parents aren't necessarily the people, like they shouldn't be forcing their kids to do something that they don't feel comfortable with. They should be able to live their own life in any ways, and that's what I really enjoyed that episode about Assassination Classroom. So I guess that's it for the review, and if you enjoy it, please feel free to subscribe. And I make content mostly on the weekend, so you'll probably see some more videos. I need to catch up on a couple shows. Like I feel like I might do Haruchika reviews But like other than that, I honestly don't know. Let me think. Like I'm like behind on a lot of shows. Like Akagami no Shurikihime, I watched that, but I obviously haven't put any reviews because I'm really behind. I'm on the second season, not the first season, but like I'm behind. I'm behind on Dimension W. I'm behind on like Lock and Logic. Well, Lock and Logic is okay, but it's not necessarily the best thing. And then a bunch of other, like Rakugo. Rakugo is really good. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes. It's not that bad, but like the other shows, I'm really behind. So I guess that's it. So bye guys. See you later.